Welcome to Lesson 5 of MySci Unit 22, Using Our Resources Wisely. In the previous lesson, students were introduced to Earth systems and how they interact with one another. In Lesson 5, students will answer the question, how does the water cycle involve all of Earth's systems? Students will figure out that water cycles through each of the 4 Earth systems and that this cycling contributes to the functioning of another system. In the engaged portion of this lesson, students will recall the 4 Earth systems they researched in Lesson 4. They will explain one way that water is involved in each of these systems in their student journal and discuss their ideas as a class. In the Explore portion of this lesson, students will work in groups to analyze the water cycle diagram. The diagram is an online interactive. Hovering your mouse over a water cycle process will cause information about the process to appear. Additionally, the interactive offers beginner, intermediate, and advanced options for differentiation if needed. Each group will be assigned a set of 4 vocabulary words related to the water cycle. They will use the water cycle diagram to help determine whether or not the word is involved in one or multiple Earth systems and how water interacts with these systems. They will record these ideas in their student journal. For example, evapotranspiration is the process by which liquid water becomes water vapor in the atmosphere due to transpiration from the leaves of a plant and evaporation from the soil in the plant's vicinity. This process involves the geosphere, biosphere, and atmosphere. In the Explain portion of this lesson, students will read an Earth Systems interaction story. For each piece of the story, students will determine which Earth system or systems are involved. Next, students will obtain information from a National Geographic text resource in order to explain how temperature changes cause matter to change forms as it cycles through the spheres. For example, as thermal energy increases, water evaporates into the atmosphere. As thermal energy decreases, water condenses into clouds and falls as precipitation back to the geosphere or hydrosphere. This water can be taken up by plants and animals, making its way into the biosphere. In the Elaborate portion of this lesson, students will construct an explanation to the question, how do humans benefit from the cycling of water through the 4 spheres? Students should recognize that the water cycle helps distribute water over Earth's surface. Water is needed for humans, plants, and animals to survive. In the Evaluate portion of this lesson, students will complete a formative assessment. With the USGS water cycle diagram as a resource, students will develop their own model depicting how the water cycle involves the Earth's 4 spheres. By the end of this lesson, students will have explained the water cycle as a complex set of interactions between the 4 Earth systems.